walls. Humanity has been building them for thousands of years, to mark borders, to keep enemies out, to protect what we value most. But scattered across the world are 5 walls that don't make sense, walls that appear on no maps, walls designed to stop things that shouldn't exist, walls built with technology we can barely explain today. In southern Russia, a 1,500-year-old wall still slices through a modern city, running straight from the mountains into the Caspian Sea. No detours, no compromises. The locals call it the Closed Gate. Medieval scholars knew it by another name, the place where Alexander the Great sealed away the end of the world. Derbent sits on the narrowest passage between the Caucasus Mountains and the Caspian Sea, the only route steppe invaders could use for centuries. In the 6th century, the Sasanian Empire sealed this corridor with massive twin walls, 65 feet high, 13 feet thick, connected to fortresses stretching deep into the mountains. But myths grew around it. Islamic, Christian, and Jewish traditions all speak of Gog and Magog, apocalyptic tribes sealed behind a wall until the end of days. Travelers who reached Derbent believed they had found it, and in a way, they were right. For nearly 1,000 years, this wall held back invading forces, Huns, Turks, even slowing the Mongols. Empires paid gold to maintain it, a prophecy turned into stone. In 1392, a Chinese prince built a wall so massive that imperial officials grew uneasy, 150 feet long, 26 feet high, and connected to nothing, because it wasn't meant to stop people. For over 3,000 years, Chinese architecture included spirit walls, barriers designed to block evil spirits believed to travel only in straight lines, geometry as protection. But none compare to the 9-dragon screen of Datong. Every inch is covered in glazed tile, 9 dragons twisting through clouds and flame. The central dragon clutches the pearl of enlightenment. Yet each dragon has only 4 claws, a silent political message declaring power just below the emperor. The palace behind it burned during the fall of the Ming dynasty. The wall survived. 6 centuries later, it still stands, guarding nothing visible. And perhaps something unseen. Imagine an empire defended by a chain. Each iron link weighed over half a ton. Suspended across the Golden Horn Harbor, this floating barrier could be raised or lowered in seconds, turning the harbor into a sealed trap. Enemy fleets that passed the chain faced Greek fire, a burning liquid that clung to water and flesh. For over 700 years, the chain held. One Viking legend even claims a longship jumped over it. But in 1453, Sultan Mehmed II did something unprecedented. In a single night, he dragged 70 ships over a hill behind the city, bypassing the chain entirely. By morning, the defenders were surrounded. 37 days later, Constantinople fell. The chain didn't fail. The world changed around it. High above Lake Titicaca, someone carved a doorway into solid rock, 23 feet tall, 22 feet wide, leading nowhere. Or so it seems. Local legends say this doorway opens. Shamans believed it led to other realms, and those who entered uninvited might never return. A shallow circular depression sits at its center. According to legend, an Inca priest named Aramu Muru placed a golden disc there and stepped through. Visitors today report strange sensations, vibrations, sounds, vivid dreams. No tools, no artifacts, no clear cultural match. Just a doorway. Waiting. 200 million bricks, 121 miles long, and not a single ancient text mentions it. Iran's Great Wall of Gorgan once sealed the empire's northern frontier, complete with canals, kilns, and garrison forts. This wasn't a wall. It was an industrial machine, built to stop nomadic forces so effective, they erased themselves from history. When the empire fell, the wall was abandoned and forgotten. Only modern satellites revealed its true scale, a wall built to keep enemies out. That kept its own story in. So which wall guarded the strangest purpose? Spirits defeated by geometry? Apocalyptic tribes sealed away? Floating iron that stopped empires? doorways between worlds, or enemies erased from memory? What if these walls weren't meant to keep things out, but to keep us from understanding what lies on the other side? Some of them may still be working, still guarding, still protecting secrets. Which wall do you think hides the greatest mystery? This is Wait, Let Me Explain. See you in the next one.